What a year. 2017 was a blur. It brought so many changes and wonderful new adventures our way. For those of you who I don't update on a daily basis, here's the Reader's Digest of 2017. Meg and I rode our bikes from Spokane to Coeur d'Alene, and also back. I went from part-time to full-time at Gonzaga. That one's a biggie. We went and saw our friends in Long Beach. We visited our friends in Seattle about 10 times. We even got to see our niece Juniper, once in Salt Lake City, and once in Portland, Maine, where she lives. We saw my brother and my sister-in-law too. I went to Las Vegas for the WCC Basketball Championship, and I got to take a portrait of John Stockton. Why take my word for it though? Check out the video I made about it right here. Meg and I went to Banff with our friend Britta and had the best time ever. Raj and I even went to a conference devoted entirely to university photographers, where Nikon let us borrow $15,000 worth of gear for an entire week. We celebrated my grandpa's 80th birthday. Meg and I went to Leavenworth for her birthday, and we ate 13 pretzels in 24 hours. I photographed the NCAA Basketball Championship in Phoenix. Oh my God! We flew over the Sawtooth Mountains in Idaho in a tiny little plane. And Meg and I capped everything off this year with Christmas in San Diego. When I sat down the other day to think about what this year was like and what happened, I drew a blank. I started to kind of think, did I do anything this year that was interesting? It wasn't until I started combing through my photos that it started coming back to me. I have tens of thousands of photos in my Lightroom catalog this year. And while only like a small fraction of those really make the cut, I find a lot of comfort in being able to look back on all these moments from this year. And for the last 10 years for that matter. Sure, some of them might be completely black and I have like 400 photos of my feet while I'm just walking places. But in between all that, those are the moments I want to remember. 2017 was a huge year of growth for me, and I mean that in every sense of the word. Working 40 plus hours a week as a photographer has really let me hone my skills and acquire new ones. My lighting and portrait game has gotten so much stronger this year, and it's by far what I'm most excited about right now. Which kind of brings me to weddings. I didn't book a single wedding this year. I didn't shoot one wedding. I have a couple booked for next year, and I'm really excited for those, especially now that I have so much more portrait experience. But this year was quiet on the wedding front. And I gotta say, I didn't hate the creative space that it gave me. It really let me take some time to explore new ideas and directions. Wait, what if I was a professional birdhouse photographer? That would never work. I've been pretty quiet on social media this year. And with the exception of a video here and there, and some travel photos, I've been pretty quiet. Obviously, I haven't had any weddings to share, which is primarily what I've tried to use my social media for the last few years. So I feel kind of conflicted. Do I want to show that I'm a wedding photographer? Or does that just put me in a box that I don't want to be in? Maybe I want to share some of my portrait and editorial work that I'm so excited about. But maybe that just muddies the water about what it is I do exactly. Cue the decision paralysis. Everyone's always telling you to specialize, specialize, specialize. But I don't know if I'm ready. If I want to do more of the work that I enjoy doing, I need to be able to share the things I'm passionate about. I believe in the idea that if there's something you want, you have to put it out in the universe. You have to make it known and set your intentions. And for me, it's portraits. Portraits are what I've been chasing ever since I started shooting weddings. Go ahead, look at my wedding website. It's pretty much just portraits of people at their weddings. I mean, it's pretty transparent. So I'm jumping in this year, both feet. Portrait photography is calling my name, and I have to chase it down like a rabid dog. So am I done with weddings? Not a chance. They're an absolute blast to shoot, and I owe so much of where I am now to the gauntlet that is wedding photography. I'm still chasing those down like a normal athletic dog. 2017, it's been real. You were one of the best. But that rabid dog inside me is foaming at the mouth looking at 2018 and all the things it's gonna get to chew on. That got weird. Oh, and here's a bunch of photos that I took this year that I really liked. It's a weird conglomeration of personal work, professional work from Gonzaga and elsewhere, in no particular order. I don't know, I just feel like I had to share something in this video, otherwise it's just me talking. I'll link the blog posts to these photos if you just want to scroll through the photos in a gallery like a normal person. Okay, bye.